So starting the test drive in this GV60 Performance, I love the steering wheel, and I kind of said that before, but just how everything is right in front of me. Drive modes, when I'm driving, I like to be able to have, I mean, the sports cars have this, the real sports cars, where you can just toggle a button here because that's what's most important to you. It's just the driving experience of this car. And with this being a performance, it's nice to just be able to go through eco, comfort, get to sport mode, turn the boost on instantly, and not have to look through all of this here to find that. So just a very impressive setup here again, because with Genesis pretty much being a luxury brand, it's just impressive that with this being the Performance GV60, this feels like a true performance vehicle in terms of where all the buttons are. But the ride quality, it's decent. Now, it is an EV, so it doesn't ride as well as probably a gas-powered Genesis. But I mean, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me that much, but I'm gonna test out the electrified G90 and then the electrified GV70, and I'll see how those compare to this. But it still feels luxurious. It just feels more like an electric BMW as opposed to, let's say, an electric Mercedes. So it's still more performance oriented than ride quality oriented. But the digital gauge is nice. I like in the sport mode how everything looks just sporty. But I'm definitely gonna see what it can do when I nail it getting on the interstate. So I'm gonna get on the interstate here and then give myself some space and nail it with the boost on. There's boost here. Gonna come around this corner. Here we go. Wow. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. And what I like about this is, I mean, you have an all-wheel drive setup because you have an electric motor on each axle, but just how seamless it is. It's just like it didn't even feel the road, it just started going. So I have the Smart Cruise on now. Gonna put the gap back, lane centering on. So if you are taking maybe 20-30 mile road trips one way, it's nice to have this technology here if you're gonna be doing mostly interstate driving, or even some 4-lane highways, state highways, you can use that. But something like this for me, I think it's a great option. I do think 72 grand is steep. So I kind of want to compare the GV70 electrified as well as the bigger G-Class there. But I mean, it's so fun. It's a really fun car. Very easy to drive, very easy to maneuver overall. And the range isn't fantastic, but for this kind of power, I don't even care. Especially if I'm doing mostly just going to work or having something fun to drive that I just want to be electric. So I think there is a market for this. These are fun, these are cool. And I think Genesis has another one on their hands. So this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Genesis GV60 Performance.